Hello, my name's Cheryl Castillo. I'm 32 years old. I am a social worker in downtown Los Angeles, Skid Row at the Downtown Women's Center. I currently live in Highland Park, California. It's basically a small suburb of LA, Los Angeles. And I am currently 5'4", 275 pounds, whoa. And I would love to lose 75 to 100 pounds. That would be amazing. I work here at the Downtown Women's Center. I've been a part of the center for 10 years. We serve at this point 5,000 women annually, providing meals and support services and individual attention so that they can feel empowered to build their life again and get back self-sufficiency. We also have a residence. The entrance to the residence is just down there, and then we have a store right here. The residence has 71 units. Yeah, so we're 6 floors now. It's amazing. Like, we have 71 units for women to live in, low income. We have this beautiful store, social enterprise, where we train ladies to get job skills. But I remember when we were really small, like it's amazing. I was only 21 when I started here as a case manager, and we had a staff of 10, and now we have about 45, 50, I think. And we were serving at that point about 2,000 women, and now we're up to like 5,000 women.
Wow.
And it's just amazing the changes that I've seen the center go through. We were like 2 stories, 2 buildings, and now we're 6 floors, a huge change. And it's been an experience, it definitely has. Like, we've grown our little model into this like huge endeavor, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. I always have. I found my donor quill. We established this when we were actually raising money for this building, and all of the staff had an opportunity to donate. So I actually donated in honor of my mom. Her name's right here, Candy Castillo. And she's next to Brooke, who's been here a long time also, which I think is really cute. But my mom was initially the one who brought me to the center. She passed away a year before I started working here. And she just had, she was just a very loving person. She loved everyone, would cook meals for people, take care of people, but she was also an alcoholic, and so her life ended because of cirrhosis and of her liver, and she died when she was 46. So I was 21, no, I was 20 at the time, and I was working at an internship at Fox Publicity. I thought I was going to be in TV, movies, communications, publicity, something, but this changed my path. When I was looking for a job, I found the center, and the center, the posting said, must believe in the empowerment of women, and I just thought, that's my mom. My mom totally made me feel like I could do anything, and she believed in the empowerment of me, and so it brought me to the center, and I've been here ever since. Here's my name. So I totally believe in our mission here, and I really just believe in helping the women. Like, I was helped so much through my mom's just supported me. I've always been overweight since I was like in 3rd grade, but she had this really very positive outlook of who I could be and who I was. Told me I could be the first woman president if I wanted to. Don't want to, but she said I could. And then also the amazing mentors here, like I mentioned earlier, just have really helped me to grow up and become the woman I am, to be able to help the other women in my life become the women they could be.
Cheryl works and tirelessly on other people's personal goals and personal challenges, and she rarely spends time on herself. I would really like to see Cheryl take a lot more time in spending this time with herself and growing, shrinking while growing. I think it's really important for Cheryl. I think it's an important time for Cheryl to be able to take care of herself and really learn to grow and be who she who she is inside of her, and let that shine, and let that great light that she shows everyone else through her outreach and her social work, that she takes that time for herself and really makes it happen.
So it's like past 6 o'clock right now. I'm always here past 6 o'clock most definitely.
Yes, you are.
And yes, thank you so much, Stephen, for being the cameraman. So I wanted to show you my office. This is the second floor of our building, and all of the administrative offices are here, and like our group spaces and stuff. And this space is so amazing. Like, they've just made it so beautiful for us and for the ladies. And so I'm going to show you my little cubby. So this is my office 203. And I really, when we first moved in here, it was all bare. There was nothing on the walls, and I made sure to spruce it up because I wanted it to feel like home. I have lots of mementos here of things that remind me of different people and just happiness. My mom's right here, and I have her picture there because I think it's just a reminder of why I'm here. And then I have some of my staff here, and they're amazing. And then my funny book that I like to share with everyone. This is what helps me get through the crappy times sometimes.
You should read a passage from it.
Okay, let's see. I hope it just has the funniest pictures. So, like, this is one of the pictures. It has a crazy little guy, and it says, "It's been lovely, but I have to scream now." And sometimes I feel like that. I just want to scream. But I don't unless I'm in my car and I'm by myself, or in yoga and I get to roar like a lion. But that's just one of them. And I have all of my resource books here. I have lots of staff that I supervise and interns, and so I share all of my resources with them. And my plant that some of my staff gave me, I love green. And the artwork, this piece specifically one of the ladies gave to me when we moved out of the old building, and she told me it's for my new office, and I swore to her that I would put it on my wall, and I did. And I get lots of compliments on this one, and then some of my other pieces. But this is where I spend most of my time, this lovely seat right here. And because right now I don't have internet hooked up at home in terms of a laptop, I just have my iPod Touch. I'm going to show you some of my love sites, my profiles for dating. And Steven's the perfect person to help me prompt through this because we always talk about that stuff. So I'm on 2 sites right now. This one is Plenty of Fish, and my tagline is "Only silly men with goals need apply."
I like that.
Yeah, because it is definitely an application process when it comes to me. And I'm pretty silly most of the time, so I want someone the same. And I have some different pics, you know. I wanted to put a mirage of different pictures of myself. And I definitely added the full body one because people always think that you're lying to them about the size that you are. Is I'm hoping to like date and find someone. It's time. I want to be in a relationship with someone and like settle down, I guess. Find a life outside of work and career.
So let's see. You said this was one of the sites that you were on, right?
Yes.
So let's see these several other sites.
I'm not on several others, just one other. It's just the Plenty of Fish website.
Okay.
And kind of all of the about me and stuff is pretty much the same. Like, I always try to mention, like, I do have my graduate degree. Like, some guys are intimidated by that. That's another kind of barrier, is, like, being too educated is a turnoff sometimes, but I always try to mention that. Let's see what messages we have from these people.
Oh, you're a Libra.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So, yeah, I have on here, I have my master's degree. And I don't know what I want to do, like, after this. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to focus, I need to stop focusing on education and work. That's the main thing. I need to stop focusing on that for now and start focusing on my personal life, my relationship, love, balance, health.
When did you start thinking more holistically and wanting to achieve balance in life?
I've always thought that way, and I've always, like, encouraged everyone else in my life to have that, and will give people a hard time when they're eating at their desk, or they're not going for a wellness walk, or they're not taking care of themselves by going to the doctor, but yet I do none of that stuff. Don't tell anybody, Stephen. And not none. I do some. Like, I have a Kundalini yoga class that I go to on Monday nights now, but the stuff that I do for myself is very minimal, and, like, I recognize how important it is to take care of yourself, and if I want to be vibrant and continue to, you know, be a positive person, social worker, I need to continue that for myself, not just encourage others. So that's one of my goals. That's one of my main goals. And I'm a Libra. Balance is appropriate, right? This balance, the Libra sign is all about balance. But I like home. My home is safe and quiet and not chaotic like work can be sometimes, and like my life was growing up sometimes. So I'm home now, and I want to introduce you to my cats, so I'll do that. Here's one of them now. This is Phineas. Hi, Phineas. Say hi. And Phineas was the cat that was found in Skid Row by one of the residents who I work really closely with. And she's a woman who has struggled a lot. She's had a really traumatic history, and she's made it her passion lately. Something that makes her really happy is to take care of the cats in our neighborhood, because there's a lot of stray cats there. So I agreed to take this one in just until we found it a home, but didn't find it a home in time, and I got attached, and so now he's my second cat. And my first cat is hiding somewhere. I also adopted her from the street, but not from by my work. I adopted her when I was living in El Monte, and I've had her for a little over now 2 years, a little over 2 years now. So I don't know, my cats, I love them, and I think one reason that I love them so much is it's just some more time to take care of somebody, something, and they just give me unconditional love, which I completely appreciate, and really hope to find for myself as well. Not just from outside people, but for myself. Like, I think the weight at this point that I've put on has really hindered my self-confidence and my self-esteem. I generally tend to feel very confident. When I'm at work, I'm totally confident, but when I come home, I tend to let those guards down, and the reality is, like, my weight has been a hindrance lately. I want to be dating. I want to be out more. I want to fit into my clothes. Like, I really would like to be able to shop in the normal sizes. I think that's one of my wishes, is like that I would be able to go into a store, Target, and buy something that wasn't in the plus size section. And there's only one time in my life as an adult that I had that experience. I took some, you know, when I was feeling motivated, I took a lot of time, went to the gym, made myself healthy meals, and I lost a pretty significant amount of weight. I'm never going to be thin. I already know that. Like, my body weight and my body, my frame, and just my eating patterns, and I don't know, everything. I just don't ever see myself as being really thin. So at this point I went down to 180, which people are like, wow, that's still really heavy, but for me that's the thinnest I've been as an adult. And I got to shop and buy size 16 clothes, which was so exciting to me, and people don't understand that, but it was a revolution to me. And so I'm looking for that again. I want to feel confident in my skin. I want to be able to buy a new bathing suit and show it off at the beach. I want to feel comfortable going on a date and not have any self-doubt, which I haven't experienced until now. So I'm going to show you around my apartment a little bit and introduce you to my other kitty and just show you around. Okay. So this is my kitty, Wera. She's also adopted. She's so cute. I take very good care of her. I have a 1-bedroom apartment. I love it. This is my bookcase. Again, lots of social work books. There's The Idiot's Guide to Eating Smart. Yeah, I really need to use that. This is a doll that my mom made for me. She made it from scratch, sewed all of, so the dress and the doll, and did the stitching on the face. Here's some artwork that I still haven't hung up, just because I just feel tired when I come home from work. And then I have my brother. He lives not too far from me, just maybe about 15 minutes from where I'm living right now. But he has a wife who has MS, multiple sclerosis, and they also have a 12-year-old daughter, Alyssa. So they're very, my brother's very occupied with my sister-in-law's disease. But then also, he's 6.5 years older than me, and I really feel that he made it a point to separate himself from our family because both of my parents were alcoholics. My mom, as I mentioned, passed away 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, actually, in July. And it was because she drank herself to death, basically. And my dad was a drinker also, but after her death, things just got worse. And so neither of us have a relationship with my dad. He's had some really bad experiences, a couple DUIs, been in jail, and I've always known him to really take care of his finances, his job, even though he was drinking. But in the last 5 years, that has all changed, and he got fired from his job and stuff. So I found that it's easier for me to remove myself from that chaos. And I really found family and home and acceptance and support at work in my field, just being a social worker and being surrounded by other people who just have a natural ability to care for each other. So I feel at home there. But it's kind of sad not having the family support that I think would be really helpful in my life. So now I want to show you some of my thin pics and some of my family photos. So I pulled out a couple of pictures from when I was my thinnest. I've never been thin as an adult, but I have definitely been thinner. You can definitely tell in my face and my arms. And they're like my stomach and stuff. But I've always been overweight. And if you look over here, here's my family. Those are all my cousins and my brother and my sister. And I'm definitely the one with the weight issue. And this is my family. My dad's there in the middle. He's not well in that now. I mean, in that picture he looks good, but he's not well now. And then to the left is my brother and sister-in-law, my two nieces, and then me on the right-hand corner and my sister right next to me. That was probably, I don't know, about 8 years ago. So that's my family. Not really close with any of them except my sister and my niece. Probably the closest. So this is a revolution in my life because I want to get my life back. I just feel like this weight has weighed me down. I know that sounds trite and ridiculous, but it really has slowed me down. I mean, it's made me less able to put myself out there when we're talking about dating. I've gotten into this rut about my personal life outside of work, not just dating and stuff, but even socially. Not really feeling motivated, and I'm not that person. I'm fun. I like to be around people. I like to make people laugh. I like to joke. And when I feel better about myself, my health, my weight, I just feel lighter and I feel more secure and I feel happier. And I'm not a person who bases my happiness on the way I look. I think my mom was really good about making me feel confident and instilling self-esteem and making sure I knew that it wasn't what was on the outside that counted, but really what's in the inside, what's in your heart. And I've internalized that. I know that's true. But at this weight that I'm at now, I just find it hard to be satisfied. I want to look cute. I want to feel cute. I want to be healthy. I want to live a long life. I want to accomplish more in my career, my education. I want to have a relationship. I might want to have babies. I don't know. Still young enough. But this would definitely be a revolution. This is a revolution. I want to make this my next revolution. Thank you for the opportunity.